This is the RyderToys Buggy car. It can hold 2 kids at once, and stay tuned to the end and I'll give you some really good time-saving tips on how to assemble this. And I even went out and got myself a newfangled camera mount. Look at this. You could just sit 1 kid in the center. The pedal is centered for that reason, or you could fit 2 kids side by side. Here's some point of view footage taken from the car on grass, asphalt, and on some hills.
Just the car came clear. That didn't sound good.
Kids will love the multimedia touchscreen interface that is on the dashboard of this car. It has a song bank. It can play preloaded songs as well as do a bunch of other things that they will enjoy while using a standard touchscreen interface.
The car has started. Please fasten your seatbelt.
It even has real working air fans with a high and low setting, as well as headlights and taillights that are LEDs. You can power them on and off. The doors have this easy to manipulate plastic latch that opens and closes them.
Close it.
Yep. And it has its own horn, although it's not very loud. But clearly they've gone above and beyond to mimic a lot of typical car functions that kids will really enjoy being able to imitate a much older experience.
Work out. Here we go.
Take it for a spin. Not so good on the hill. This idea of a 10-minute assembly, let's hit the brakes on that. I'm going to show you what it really took to assemble this. First, you got to assemble the axles onto the actual frame. Note the steering column rod has to connect here or it won't turn the wheels. And then you attach the skid plates underneath. The tabs kind of snap in to the outer edge of the car, and then you have a few screws to put in here. The most confusing thing about assembly is the labeling of the motors. Front, right, and left are a matter of perspective. The trick is that each motor has a male plug on the end, and there are 4 female plugs that match up, and each one has a unique interface. Just make sure at this point that all 4 plugs go into all 4 sockets for each of the 4 motors before you go further with wheel assembly, so that you don't have to backtrack. This will save you a lot of wasted time, as was my case. And it comes with these handy tire tools, so you don't have to have your own to be able to secure the tires to the car. Note these tires are advertised as a rubberized plastic, but to me they're more plastic than rubber. They actually don't feel very rubbery at all compared to a real car rubber tire. So let's talk about the battery for a minute. First, there's 4 motors, 24-volt motors. There's 1 off each wheel, so it sends out equal power to each wheel. The battery pack itself is located under the seats. You have to remove a few screws to get to it if you ever need to remove it or replace it, but it's not terribly hard. And to charge it, you don't need to put the cord under the seat. The charging cord goes into the dashboard, which is really convenient. So essentially the battery bank is buried under the lower center of gravity center part of the car, just like a real automobile. In essence, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, but you can get to it. You just have to remove the seats. Something to keep in mind if you need to replace it. So here's a look at it all put together. You can see the front bumpers attached. There's a nice windscreen frame attached to the front. You can see the seat belts are ready for 2-seaters or 1-seater. These screws that attach to this rail, that's what holds the seat in place, and as I mentioned earlier, the battery is underneath there. It also comes with a remote control so parents can control the car for younger kids. They also give you the option to get a customized license plate, which will go over this sticker that says Ryder on the rear of the car. But I found when you do get the metal customized plate, there's no way to really mount it because there's no screw mount holes here. A quick look at the controls. You have your power button here, and on the right you have your gear shift. Forward is up, stop is center, reverse is down. And on the left side you have your LED headlight and taillight switch on the left, and your high-low fan to the right of that, and your fan on and off to the right of that. Now it does come with a Multimedia SD card that you do need to install into the radio to get the touchscreen to work. The SD card contains the music and karaoke and some of the other things that are there to entertain younger kids. There's a card slot on the bottom right of the touchscreen in the dashboard, and you just take the SD card that they send with the car and you get it in there nice and smooth, and it'll click in flush with the trim there once it's in there. And then you're good to go with the touchscreen. In case something comes up there. But the kids absolutely love the RyderToys buggy. They love to use it after school and on the weekends, and it gives them a tremendous amount of joy and exhilaration. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up or hit the bell to subscribe so you know when new ones come out. Or feel free to share with someone else who you think might enjoy it. Thanks again for watching.